can you see this obvious foul?
What foul? Maybe it's time for a second opinion. Live from the court to the culture.
Good day. Another day of to be on the show of Court and Culture. But started off, bro, man. How you feeling, bro? How's your week been?
I'm actually feeling very good, bro. My week has been it's been a blessing, bro. You know, I got little mans with me. I've had them for a while now.
Nice.
So I've had the opportunity to, you know, bond with them.
It's summertime. It's summertime.
Yeah.
You got a chance to do any like sports with them or take them to like any parks or anything like that?
Absolutely. He's been to a few parks, so
Nice.
address that part. He's had fun and stuff like that. And then we got a chance to take him to a baseball field. That wasn't the fun part of it. We had a lot of training exercises that
Ooh, okay.
he was lacking on. So
That training exercise is hot.
let's just say I wasn't too happy.
Oh man.
Let's just say I had high expectations.
Hey man, when he's trying to obviously instill, you know, something in him so that way he can maybe go pro. You never know.
I need him to understand he has 7 years left.
Hey, you gotta start him young. Gotta start him young, dog.
Yeah.
Gotta start him young.
But other than that, bro, though, everything's been a blessing, bro. Can't complain, man.
Man, good.
What we got on the docket, though?
Man, so I mean, we already know a lot of the stuff that's going on in the organization with the Lakers. Obviously, the Buss family, they recently, who have been owners of the Lakers for quite some time now. I mean, the Magic Johnson era, the Kobe era, Shaq era, obviously all that time. So they've been with the majority owner for the longest, but they sold their last shares. I'm hearing some talks about potentially Shaq might have purchased their shares. I don't know if that's been finalized or anything. Let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But I've heard that. So I think that's interesting. But we are really in a different era right now for the Lakers. And I think that's interesting because to be in ownership for so long with such a historic team, to now have not only post LeBron, but now you're going to have post, I'm not going to say that last one because that sounds wild, but you're going to have a post era with that team, that family that own the team. It just sounds wild. Like, we're definitely truly in a new era. We've seen retirements with previous players. We've talked about Westbrook. We're really coming to a new era of like basketball right now, and it's interesting to see. Now we got Luka, AR-15 as we call him, Austin Reeves, and Walker Kessler, who I've brought up a couple of times already, but now we are really getting ready to start a new era. Honestly.
I'm curious to see if that Shaq thing. I mean, I know Shaq has done a really good job with his money and his investing, so I don't put it past him that he may have some funds that he can allocate towards that, some assets.
So many things, bro.
He's up there. He has a partnership with Papa John's.
The general
partnership with them as well. But no, that'll be very interesting to see. What's also interesting is the other dynamic, why the Buss family leaving now. What did they see that the rest of the league didn't? You know, the rest of the people didn't. So
I was reading something about how I guess some of the other siblings kind of, I don't know if I read it correctly, but it sounded as if they were surprised that she ended up selling, I guess, because I guess they sold the shares, to my knowledge, I believe, to her, and then she ended up just selling after. I didn't think they were, I guess the other siblings didn't think she was selling, or maybe they did, but it did sound like there was a little bit of some miscommunication between them at the point. So who knows? But if Shaq does become, you know, a part of that part owner because of the fact that he'll be buying their shares, that'd be interesting because we'll have a player now, not active, but retired player Shaq being a legend, now owning a franchise that he once played with and has such a pivotal role on that team, obviously.
Last person who did that was Michael Jordan. That didn't go so well.
Yeah, that's the point that I was going to bring up is who knows what's going to do. I mean, at that time, I think Michael Jordan was a majority owner, wasn't he? Or was he minority owner?
He was enough to where he was on the court.
He was making decisions.
He was making some decisions.
And I'm sure if Shaq is over there, I'm pretty sure he's going to have some kind of pull. I mean, the dude's been in the game for a long time.
Who's gonna tell him no?
Exactly my point. The man is 7 foot whatever. Yeah. 300 whoever. Yeah. So
like saying no to him.
Exactly. So it's gonna be an interesting era coming soon when it comes to the Lakers. But yo, straight up, man, we gonna get straight into it, dog. Season is actually almost upon us. You know, we do have the basketball season, like what, 2 months away from us, probably when preseason starts. So first game of the season, because, you know, the schedule's out. You know, obviously LeBron, we know, is with the 76ers, and of the team that's going to be starting, first game opening night is going to be the 76ers, new 76ers, going against the reigning and defending New York Knicks. So
The 76ers going to get their ass beat.
I was going to ask, man, who's you take? Who you taking on this?
I mean, it's a known thing in history. Every main player going into a new team, first game, get their ass beat. It's going to be a blowout.
I don't know if it's at home or if it's at away.
I don't care where it's at.
It doesn't matter? You don't think
it could be in Rucker Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna get an argument from me on that one. I mean,
matter of fact, it could be in LeBron James' backyard.
You know, it's so funny how this is gonna play out, but we all know it. All Knicks fans, and honestly, all NBA fans know it. That anytime the Knicks go to Philly is pretty much just another Madison Square Garden. Not the Madison Square Garden East, because that don't make sense.
And I wasn't even considering that. I was just considering the fact that anytime you have a strong player, LeBron James' first game in every other team has never been a success.
Not even just that. I know it's gonna happen. He's gonna be there if it's a home game.
He might not even play.
Actually, I wouldn't imagine it'd be a home game. I feel like it'd be a home game for Knicks more than it would be for Philly, but who knows? Because they did say that right now Philly has an easy schedule right now. Like apparently the easiest schedule starting next season. So who knows? Some people say conspiracy because, you know, LeBron's over there, got some pull. We know his last 2 years of runs, so they're gonna try and make it easy for him. People say that. I don't necessarily think that, but I do question the fact that this schedule is as easy as they say. I haven't seen it for myself, but if people are saying it's easy, most likely it's
I think by easy what they mean, because every team has to play a certain amount of games. I think by easy what they mean is rest time. We have a fairly old player.
Yeah, that's what it was.
They have back-to-backs.
They have a limited amount of back-to-backs, and they said I think they said Saturday to a Monday type of game kind of deal. Like they have the least amount or the most amount of those type of games.
They made a schedule so that LeBron James gets to fly back to his family.
Yeah, well, apparently he's gonna be living in New York or wherever. He's gonna be residing.
Fly back to his family. What do you think he's gonna drive from Philly to New York?
No, he's not going to drive.
Okay.
He's flying. He's flying for sure.
Private jet.
100%.
For sure.
Whether it's helicopter, private jet, or jetpack, it don't matter.
Helicopter. Kobe, rest in peace. LeBron James will never ride a helicopter.
Whatever and however he gets there, he can be flying, floating, motherfucker could be swimming. He gonna get from one place to another somehow, some way.
I agree, bro. I'm interested to see how that turns out, but the Knicks, that's a blowout for the Knicks.
I'm interested to see how this Jaylen Brown and LeBron James is going to play out playing together. Cause
it's going to take them a bit.
It is. I mean, we know it. We saw it when it was Jaylen Brown and then Jason Tatum came along. Everyone said it. We don't know. They played a similar role. And I'm not saying this is the same situation with Jaylen Brown and LeBron James because they don't play the similar role. We do know LeBron James is definitely bigger. Now, they can both play the 3. I agree. But we've also seen Jaylen Brown play the 2. We've seen LeBron James play everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all positions. So I just want to know how it's going to play out now, having you both Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, LeBron, having all these players, I haven't really seen them all coincide together. Hell, I haven't even really seen Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid play really well together. That's a lie. The year after they won his MVP, they played pretty decent together. But it's gonna be interesting to see how his chemistry plays out. But I agree, it's not gonna be a Philly win. If anything, it might be like a high intense game, first 2 quarters maybe. Then after that, I'm thinking it's gonna just be all right. Let's. If
LeBron James even plays Game 1.
Honestly, and I wouldn't be surprised, especially if it's an away game. He'd probably be like, "Nah, I'll wait till they come play us."
My uniform don't even fit straight. Yeah. I'm not playing this first game.
Yeah, honestly, my toe, my nail cracked.
Sciatica came back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I would. That's another thing too. Is he gonna really be playing as many games? And how many games does he play that with those in-season type rivalry games, the big ones people are expecting him to play? How many of those will he actually play?
I think those would be the ones that he would be available for, but except for the Game 1, but for the most part, you're gonna see LeBron James taking strategic time off.
It's gonna be very interesting, man. The last 2 years of his career potentially winding down, potentially easy schedule, going against defending champs. Very exciting, very exciting. Another thing that's exciting for you, man, I wouldn't say they freed him, but he did get a buyout from Dallas Mavericks, and I'm talking about none other than Klay Thompson. He is now with the Miami Heat, so he's going to be paired up over there with Bam Adebayo, also as well as Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was just recently traded over there. This is looking different. I won't say championship, but I will say it's going to be looking a little bit different here. I mean, what do you expect to see now with this, what are we going, 4-time champion, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, you started the conversation by saying that I'd be happy to hear this. I'm going to go ahead and kindly reject that feeling. I'm not happy to see Klay Thompson go to Miami Heat. Not for any reason of winning.
I thought you'd be happy to see him get out at least Dallas.
If anything, I felt like Dallas would care for him more.
Than Miami?
For sure. 1,000%.
Without Jason Kidd there?
It wasn't the coach. It's the back office. It's the ownership. It's having Mark, what's his name? Mike, the billionaire guy. And what he did with Kyrie when Kyrie was getting blackballed and he had his back, right? It's Klay Thompson is a misfit.
Mark Cuban, by the way.
Mark Cuban, yeah. And Klay Thompson is a misfit. Being a misfit when you're part of a system, like Miami Heat system, that's a strict program.
Playing back with his boy Andrew Wiggins.
I wasn't sure if they were really that close.
I don't know if it's really his boy.
Yeah.
I just know they played together.
But that was a good point to bring up. But what I was saying is, I don't know how Klay Thompson's gonna do in that structured with Miami Heat, and also Miami Heat. He's done nothing for Miami Heat, so they don't have the same courtesy for him that his home team would, like where he did all the things that he did.
No, I feel you.
So I feel like he has a lot of pressure. I feel like there's going to be a lot of pressure for him.
I was just kind of saying, because, I had brought up, Klay Thompson potentially was going to be going to the Heat. And then obviously, we did make up this whole fantasy about, like, what if Steph Curry were to get traded somewhere? I believe that was one of the teams we had brought up. So that's why I brought up maybe I thought you'd be happy, because you at least get maybe to see one of your favorite players be able to potentially pair up with Klay Thompson if that does happen.
What I am happy about, I get to go see him live.
Fair, true. Fair point.
It'll be an easier commute to go see him live.
That's true.
That I would say I would be happy about, but that's a selfish decision. As far as what I believe was best for his career, for his legacy, it would have been to go back. If you had the chance to get fucking $1 to go back to Golden State, go back to Golden State, bro. Get your jersey retired, because that's important.
Do you think he has a better chance getting a ring with Golden State if he would have gone back, or a better chance getting a ring with Miami?
Better chance with Miami, for sure. But it's like, are you chasing the ring? Are you solidifying your legacy? Do you want to be part of the Steph Curry? Well, he won't be anymore.
Wouldn't getting another ring also, wouldn't that be considered solidifying your legacy even more? Because at that point, he'd be a 5-time champion.
You'll be a LeBron James.
I hear you, but
you've gotten every ring with a different team.
But it would only be of just one. It would be 2 teams at that point.
For Klay. But what I'm saying is, it's what people say about LeBron, where
he's done it with different teams for sure, though. I mean, he got Lakers, Cleveland, Miami.
You couldn't stay in one place, call it your home, and bring them to the finish line. Like Michael Jordan. When you think about the Bulls, you think about Michael Jordan. When you think about the
What about Ray Allen? How do you feel about him? Same thing?
Same thing. When you think about San Antonio.
Didn't he win it first with the Celtics and then win it with Miami?
Yeah, but that's the whole point. It's why are you leaving to your rival? Why are you leaving to the biggest rival you have? But going back to like teams
There's a gap before he left his rival. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Klay Thompson now. There's a gap before he went to, I guess you could say, a rival.
I don't think it matters though. I think what matters is the people want to see you where you were your best at.
So what if he went to the Miami Heat and he ended up having?
Where basketball meets culture. Every opinion is up for debate. Don't just watch the game, join the conversation. Subscribe to Court and Culture today.
Just as good of a run as he did with the Heat.
Good for him.
I mean, with the Golden State Warriors.
Good for him. And that's
same scoring.
That's the way he has to prove now. He has a lot to prove.
I'm not saying he's going to be able to do that at this age now, being, 36, 37, if I'm not mistaken?
But that's what I'm saying. If he doesn't do it, it's just ruining your legacy. You just piggyback another championship off of a strong team.
So what if he would have gone to the Golden State back there?
He's not piggybacking.
And he's not,
that's his team.
Not the piggyback, but what if now he goes to Golden State over there and he's not even playing? Not playing well, missing shots. Now how is his legacy?
Well, if he's
I'm just saying, what if that happened? Well, how would you look at it?
if that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen in Miami as well. It's gonna happen anywhere he goes.
But how would that look though? If
it would look a
in-
lot better for him to do that in Golden State than for him to do that in
Really?
Miami.
You don't think that would mess up his
We
legacy?
have grace for him. We have grace for him in Golden State. Miami is going to tarnish him as soon as he can't hit a corner three back to back. If he doesn't have a 30-point quarter, they're gonna be like, yo, where's Clay at? So that's the whole point. Is
I get what you're saying. It makes
now
sense.
their expectations are much higher than if he would have gone just back home.
It makes sense.
It would have been
'Cause
less pressure.
If I put myself in your shoes, yeah. If it was like Jalen Brunson, for example, or like, yeah, I feel you on that. If he went and moved now to, let's say, another team, I'd be like, oh, what you doing? What's going on? What you mean you going back to the Mavs?
And like you saw, back to the Mavs maybe a little different, but like let's say he goes to Cleveland, and it's like, but they don't like you. They didn't like you when you were winning. Like they just right now it's a business decision.
It could be also he didn't have the opportunity. Maybe it wasn't presented. We don't. I don't know what goes on in the back office.
Yeah, maybe this was
whatever.
forced. Maybe it was forced.
Because it was a buyout from Dallas,
So it was forced.
maybe he didn't have the opportunity. Maybe could it be that Golden State didn't present the opportunity or didn't have the opportunity?
They
to do
didn't have
that?
the money.
That's what I mean. Like didn't have the opportunity.
They gave him a big deal.
But hey, shout out to Klay Thompson now over in the South Beach with Miami. That's going to be interesting now being paired up with Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously newly traded over there. So that's, I guess you could say, the new big three over there. I got to get the specifics on the trade details because I know there was a complete buyout, but I don't know if there was anything else that they, decided, hey, let me do this too as well with it. But for the most part, Klay now, new setting, new time zone yet again.
Prayers to Clay, man. Shout out to him, bro. Hopefully everything turns out well.
Hopefully, man. And other news and sale on the East Coast here, man. Another team also in a championship area, but just not a championship team. And I was talking about the the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah.
Did you say something about championship? Oh,
Same team, as far as the same city. They're in a championship city,
okay.
but just not a championship team.
Okay. What's up with the Nets?
Man, the governor of the Nets came out and said, it's an embarrassment for them, honestly. Being a Brooklyn Nets
The governor?
fan. Yeah.
The governor.
Governor, I believe it was, let me say, Brooklyn fan base, embarrassing. His name is Joey Tsai. I'm going to say Sai, maybe.
Joey. I'm going to call him Joey.
Joe, my bad. Joe. J-O-E.
Okay.
Joe. Yeah, apparently.
Governor
I quote,
Joe, okay.
Brooklyn's fan base embarrassing after Knicks flood the arena. The reality of being a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cut it quick, which I mean, you messed up going to New York off rip. It just didn't make sense doing that. So I mean, you can't for you to be any leadership of a franchise and come out and say it's embarrassing.
Well,
probably
well,
not
wasn't his take though. So that's a little different. So I got a different take though.
No, that was his take.
No, what I'm saying is he had no say in the transfer of a team.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and critique Joe. Joe, you're not looking at this. You won't see this. But what I'm gonna tell you is you support your people whether they're up or they're down. Like, what title or what authority gave you the feeling to give your opinion on a Brooklyn Nets team and how they're performing when I can give you hundreds of things as a governor where you're underperforming? So we could switch it. We won't go too deep into politics here, Joe. But I would suggest for you to stay in your lane when it comes to that and reserve your opinion about basketball. And if you're gonna say anything, support your team. Don't call them an embarrassment because you're gonna have to see them one day.
So who knows, man? Maybe the fuel is flame. We've seen it so many times with a lot of teams where it's not just within the team, but front office, back office, whether it's coaching, whether it's ownership.
That's cool. Those people can talk.
The
governor cannot talk.
I'm not talking about the governor of
No,
New York.
I was just saying
I'm saying he was apparently he works for Brooklyn Nets. He's within the organization.
I don't care. He's a governor. He is not. I don't care what his third party organization, who he works affiliates with afterwards. He is the governor of New York.
No, he's not the governor of New York.
But that's what you just said.
No, I say he works for the organization of Brooklyn Nets. He's not the governor. I said he's a governor within Brooklyn Nets organization. I don't know what exactly, but that's what they said that his actual title was, governor something. But he don't work for the New York itself, not the organization. Not like the state, I'm sorry. He works for Brooklyn Nets organization. But be that as it may, comes out, says, yeah, it's embarrassing. And I feel that if it's something that's embarrassing, I mean, as you said, it's something that you should do something about.
It changes it. He works for the organization, so it's a little different. He could say whatever he wants.
Yeah, you can say what you want, but
no, I mean, like I take back everything I said about him. Because when you said, I've never realized that you have a governor for an organization when it comes to basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, governor of NBA, but governor of the Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, I don't know
I thought you were referring to the governor of New York City, so...
No, not the governor of New York City.
I don't have any opinion as far as what he had to say about the
governor
Nets.
of New York City, who knows? Only person I know that's supported in the government when it comes to New York City is, what's the mayor Mandami? It's the only guy I know that's really
that's where I was relating it at. He's not talking shit about teams.
Nah,
he's worried about fixing the city and then supporting the teams, if anything. That was my whole point about what politicians should be doing, which I believed he was.
But what can you do with an organization that's...
Fucking change the name. What the fuck is governor? Like, governor of the Brooklyn... What the fuck is that? It sounds ridiculous, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is stupid, but go ahead.
So what do you think they could possibly do when it comes to, like, being in a city with the team that already has won a championship? Like, how do you even fix that fan base personally? Is there a way you think you could come back from that necessarily? Or is it kind of like, yeah, they're just always going to be stuck there no matter what?
It's just going to take them years. It's time.
Relocation or what?
Nah, you don't. I mean, you're just going to keep moving every time shit don't work out? So, no, it's not a name change. It's not a relocation. It's not your time. It would eventually be your time.
Dang, it's going to take some time. I mean, you got franchises like the New Orleans franchise. Obviously, they used to be the Hornets, now the Pelicans, but still, even with all the name changes, no changes as far as momentum is gone. So, as far as the Brooklyn Nets organization, man, I don't know. Name change, city change, just roster changes, whatever the case is. I know they got Julius over there back in New York again, Michael Porter. But new rookie that they picked up too as well. But I don't know. I don't know what Brooklyn could potentially do. Maybe bring in a coach, like a championship level kind of coach. That seems to be like the thing that starts the fire, I guess. Bringing that kind of a coach. He brings in his staff, and then after that, you can bring in some players of championship level material. But like you said, it's gonna take years. It's not gonna be an overnight thing. There's gonna be a lot more embarrassing games than there are gonna be highlight ones right now for this team, I feel like. Until they find that winning kind of a coach.
It's a lot more than just a coach. The energy's wrong. You have people in your organization that's trash talking you, that are not supporting you.
Not supporting you. Yeah,
so forget about your players, forget about your coach. When the fucking janitor is talking shit about you, you got a deep battle to fight out. So.
Man, speaking of people talking shit about you, brief little break here from basketball. But yo, you heard about the girl Hayden? She used to be the little girl in Remember the Titans. Was also in that show Heroes.
I heard a little bit about it. Yeah, I heard there's starting to be a conspiracy kind of about it, but I didn't get too deep into it.
I don't know. It could be a conspiracy, honestly, because from what it seems like, she wrote a book. I guess from what it sounds of is she wrote a book. Possibly name some names, and in this name, it's potentially, I guess, I don't know what happened to her specifically, but she was in an uncomfortable setting in multiple occasions during her acting career, and I guess in her book, she recently named some names, and then coincidentally enough, she recently passed. Still no cause of death just yet, but some people are saying Hollywood conspiracy. Funny how she came on an interview, and then after the interview, now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to call it a Charlie Kirk kind of deal, but it's starting to kind of look like that. So it begs the question. You think Hollywood got a conspiracy? You think like they got people out there that's people in black suits?
It's not just Hollywood. It's rich people, billionaires. You're talking about powerful people, and you're going to talk about them in a negative way. They could put a different type of gas in your AC vent, and you'll die in your sleep. Cause of death unknown. You know what I mean? Like, she could have been at a cafe. The waiter was paid by somebody who was paid by a billionaire who slipped this for me into the drink. Tasteless. She didn't even know she drank it. Went home, knocked out, didn't wake up. It's all about who you're playing with. So in her particular case, I don't think it had to do. Hollywood is a dirty world, but I think it's more of it could happen. It could happen anytime you play with rich people.
You know, I never really thought about it either because obviously I'm not anyone famous, but I never really thought about it from the perspective of like people that do acting and celebrities, like the level of security that it has to be, like wherever they go. Because obviously, if you're a highlight type of like top paid actor, like you don't just walk out in public in specific places. I'm sure you don't just pop in Walmart and everyone would just gravitate you. You would cause probably a crowd, I'm assuming. So it's crazy to think like things like this could possibly happen if it did or did not. So
I mean, she died.
She definitely died for sure. It's more so the cause of it now.
She's a young girl.
Which most likely, yeah, she is pretty young. I think she was 36, 30, right, 34, something like that.
It's rare for young. They would have came out with she suffered with this or she suffered with that. Like she was diagnosed with this.
Honestly, unfortunately, from what I read, because I read this for sure, that she did used to do drugs. So you know, for me personally, I know off rip, whenever they have someone that used to or has a history of that, they always bring it up to either overdose or because of that cause health problems. That's something that you just kind of typically always hear. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. Apparently we don't know just yet, but it is just brings a string of questions like, man, it's like, it's funny how the irony of it is a sense of that, you know, they tell you, you know, not to go to the streets, you know what I mean? Like, get in the streets, get involved in the gang, this could happen to you. You get famous.
It's the most dangerous.
It's like the same game.
It's the most dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're like the how close it is tied to it don't matter. Like
blue collar crime is like probably the worst. When you think about like they do 98% of the things illegal, so they go under the radar. But they go that 2% really hard on people, like getting somebody killed. It's hard to track these people versus, you know, street criminals. It's like just watch their moves and you can get them on anything.
Shoot, especially with the amount of documentaries. It's crazy with the amount of documentaries they come out with all these things that we find out years after. It's like, damn. It makes me itself question like, man, how much other things are probably already presently, there probably are, but how many other things are presently going on that we're just not aware of or people are aware of or just not saying anything about, which we're not here for that because we trying to grow. But yo, I thought that was crazy, yo. R.I.P. to her though, because you know I do remember her. As I did bring up the movie, Remember the Titans, fire movie. We're big in football, for my football fans out there. I mean, I remember there was times where the coach they'd put the movie on because if you were in any type of school, there was always a time that they put on a movie, whether it was Polar Express or I don't know, Home Alone, whatever your movie was at the time that you went to school. Everyone has some type of movie that we all remember that we watched in school. Remember the Titans was one for sports because of the message behind it. She was a little girl essentially that played at the time. This was during segregation and whatnot was going on. Coach Boone being the coach brought team together. They won championships, yada, yada. But she played a role. She was a little girl for the other coach. So shout out to her. Played another role with the Heroes. That was a big show during the, probably say early 2000s where there was people that had superpowers essentially.
Okay.
Before the Avengers essentially. Okay. So, you know, it's sad to see that role, not that role, but that person now be gone from this earth. But shout out to her. R.I.P.
Live in peace.
Live in peace for facts. Outside of that, bro, WNBA right now is in playoffs. Right now here in the Indiana Fever is the hottest team right now in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, yo, they calling her like a wuss. Straight up.
Why? What's she doing? Because
apparently she always getting mad every time, like, people foul her. They're saying that she's really extra, and people are saying that because like the WNBA is like, she's like every time you touch her, it's like a fine or something like that. Like they say because she's so protected. So I don't care if she's protected, unprotected, whatever the case is. I like some of the chippy shit I'm seeing. I'm seeing some good chippiness on the basketball court. I'm not gonna lie. I don't tune into every single game. We are heading into the playoffs soon, but a lot of these games that are popping up, they really they showing out. The other day I had seen some shots. Steph Curry was actually in tennis with the Golden State Valkyries. I forgot a girl's name, but she hit a half court shot that was smooth.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Steph Curry was in there like, yo, like they was lit. I ain't gonna lie, it was looking like it was having fun. I mean, that's just fire. Anytime you see someone shoot a shot from half court and it goes in, like, yo, that's all right, cool. It daps up the person. So it's just cool to see that there's not gonna be a lot of missed like layups and shit. Like we seeing some fire step backs. We're seeing some nasty crossovers. I've been seeing some girls get their ankles broken. I ain't gonna lie, like Paige Buchers, I don't know if you've heard or seen her, but what fire.
Yeah.
Like these ladies, if they can't dunk, cool, but they at least got some ankle breakers on their team. So I'm here for that. It's nice to see someone get crossed up. At least I can say, ooh, some point in time.
Yeah.
But yo, something crazy happened on the court the other day. And I don't know if I could say what the object was, but an object was thrown on the court of the WNBA game. That object is something that I guess a woman would use for satisfying themselves, essentially, was thrown on the court. And I just thought, man, how funny would it be if you was that's like being in an NBA game and throwing a fucking shit that men would use on the court. And it's like, yo, that's crazy. That's foul.
It is foul, but they've been doing that for a while now.
I know.
I think it's
in the post it said the object has returned yet again. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So it's a trend now, huh?
Yeah, because I think there's again, people trying to get their point across, they take it to a whole different extreme.
All the time. I mean, any chance they can get they 10 seconds. Hey, I guess the object made its 10 seconds appearance again. Some of the comments was like, yo, just pick it up. It's not like y'all don't use it. And I'm like, yo, it's not the time, dog.
That's funny.
Not the time.
That's funny.
Another comment was like, yo, it's not radioactive, dog. Like, just pick it up. I'm like, yo.
Are you scared
Like,
of it?
you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who probably might have did something crazy with it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, shit, it might not be clean. So I feel you. Throw a towel over it. Kick that bitch to the side. Let's keep going.
At least take a look at it. It might be one you've been meaning to buy. You know what I mean? Hey, WNBA females, you already know, man. They always keep a hard one on them. WNBA, man.
With that being said, yo, make sure y'all tune in, man. WNBA playoffs heading ready to start here shortly. Yo, outside of that, dude, I've been hearing all these things about, you know, women and how they want men that want, you know, can cook, clean too, all the things, everything under the sun. You know, they all have these rules that we gotta be at, these objectives we gotta hit. Essentially. And one of those objectives is apparently cooking now. That's the thing. Apparently, like...
I just want to get it straight.
Expectation.
They expect a man to know how to cook?
Yes.
Or expect a man to cook?
To know how to cook.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad expectation. That's like me wanting a girl who can speak 2 languages.
But now, my question is, obviously we men, I know for a fact that I cook. You cook, G, or what?
I cook enough for survival.
Cook enough for survival. I'm glad you...
Like rice, beans, chicken, like I could give you that.
So why you think you think that you cook for survival as opposed to like just cooking every day? Like what's the purpose? What?
Well, like no, like I know how to cook for survival, but I don't cook at all.
Why not?
Because it's easier to buy food.
Okay. Way
easier to like go out and buy food. I'm also I'm a time person, and so the time that it takes to cook food and all that, I get it healthier, but it just takes a lot longer, more energy on my part. I got shit to do. And then I'm also already used to a certain routine as to where I get my nutrition from. Yeah.
So the reason why I bring that up is because, lately a lot of females, I don't want to target all females because obviously this is for all females, but the ones that know, but I guess there's a high expectation not only that do you cook, but you have to do the cooking as well. Like for me personally, it's like, I know how to cook, but I'm not going to do all the cooking kind of deal. Like, That shouldn't be an expectation. That should be something like, you know how to do, we both know how to do, cook for like survival kind of deal. And a lot of them think that the ones that do cook and don't cook, like, oh, why not? Like you said, like for survival, like shit, if I'm hungry, I ain't got no bread, but there's food in the kitchen. Fuck, we gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, and I mean, I also on the contrary, I also don't.
We don't do it because we love to.
On the contrary, though, I also don't think that it should be the girl's automatic responsibility to be responsible of cooking.
I agree.
Like it should be like whoever's hungry cooks. Whoever's hungry first gets to the kitchen and cooks something.
Oh, don't say hungry first.
Like, or unless like we agree for a situation, hey, you'll make dinner tonight or something like that. But I don't think it should be assumed that
if she makes dinner tonight, does that make you now have to make breakfast in the morning?
That shouldn't be the case. No, because then now it's a tit for tat. Now it's I do something, you do something. I do something, you do something. And how long is that going to last? It's not sustainable. So I believe if you're going to do something, do it out of the kindness of your heart with no expectations in return. And that person at some point hopefully will return that by doing it for you as well.
So essentially,
there's no time frame for it though.
Essentially, yeah, I agree with you on that.
And yeah, no, men should know how to cook, just like they should learn how to wash their own clothes. They should know how to clean the house.
You should just know how to survive for yourself.
They should know how to do everything.
Yeah, you should just know how to fend for yourself, period. Not saying that.
I think the only thing is you don't have to know how to give birth, because you don't. That's the only thing you don't have to do.
Yeah, not saying you need to be Superman or Superwoman out there, but you should at least know how to fend for yourself to a certain degree. Cooking, cleaning, all that shit, basically.
Pretty much everything, with the exception of giving birth.
Yeah.
Like anything that a woman is doing or could do, and pause on all the sexual crazy minds you guys have.
Yeah.
But as far as like what they're doing, whether it's cleaning the house, washing dishes, cooking, taking care of kids, like how there's home dads or like stay-at-home dads, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make it any less than. That just means the wife got a better opportunity than the husband, and the husband got to stay at home and do what somebody got to do.
Yeah, that's honestly a simple fact.
That's how I see it, though.
Shoot, if I gotta stay at home and you bring home bread, that's cool. But I'm gonna have to make sure I do something. I can't stay at home all day. I have to do something.
I'll probably just I'll probably start a business on my house.
I'm gonna have to make up some type of hobby, to generate something.
I'll be making make fences for people in my neighborhood.
Start a car washing business.
Yeah, something like that. Out of my garage.
And if I start the car washing business, I'm probably not gonna be washing
or I'll be wrapping cars and stuff. Doing tints out of my garage.
Coffee business, maybe.
The only thing I won't do is cut hair, because that takes years to do. But besides that, I'm down for it.
Cutting hair? Yeah, that's also, a little time consuming, a little demanding too.
Pays though. Pays.
I'm sure it does.
Pays.
Of course it does. Everybody need a haircut. No matter if you're a woman, man, he, her, them, don't matter. Everybody need a haircut at some point in time.
That's true.
So, y'all think on that now. You don't know what to do in life. Everybody need a haircut. Everybody need a haircut.
Yeah, but also, ain't nobody going to you if you're not good, and it's hard to find a good barber.
True. So that's why you gotta, practice, obviously, whatever.
I see a lot of empty chairs, or a lot of barbers with empty.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
A lot of barbers with no customers.
It's gotta be hard being a barber right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, thankfully, I'm grateful for my barber, for starters. Yo, shout out to my barber.
Yeah, I've been more loyal to my barber than anything else in my life over the last 6 or 7 years.
I forgot how long it's been since I've been going to my barber, but it's been definitely since probably school. I
would rather not get a cut.
I think since I moved out here, I've only changed my barber 3 times.
Shout out to barbers, bro. You guys are lifesavers, bro.
Well,
barbers, I think they don't get enough credit. They don't get enough credit for what
it's
they
like
do.
Teachers, yo. They don't get enough credit. But the reason I say that, really, and I bring that up a lot because it's true though. Barbers is just like that because they don't get enough credit, because you can literally walk into the barber and feel like...
No, teachers deserve a little bit more though.
I bring it up because, it's a difference maker. Hear me out. If you don't go or have access to a barber, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you got an interview for a job, or if you go on a date, or anything that you need to essentially look presentable. Now, obviously, if you go on a date, they should like you for who you are, not what you look like, but that's a different story. Everybody knows first impression is everything, because if you show up a first date with somebody and they look or smell like something, you're not probably going on a second date. Let's just call it what it is. I know we like to say we don't want to judge book by its cover, but let's be real. That's unfortunate. That's what happens most times, unless you're really special. So the point I make is haircuts is essential, because if you're doing any of these things, like, that could be a huge difference maker for you. Maybe I show up to a job, I didn't have access to a haircut because I don't have a barber. Now the job's kind of like, because it's up to them, it's discretion. They can do whatever they want. You fit the position, but we'll give you a call and let you know, maybe because my hair looks bummy, maybe my dreads is sideways or whatever, or whatever the case is. Same thing with people that do hair.
It's a little bit part of the hygiene. I could see it in that aspect of it.
So that's the point why I bring it up too. If you don't got access to a barber, someone to make you at least feel good, because I feel like shit when I get a haircut, I feel like I'm a new person. I don't know about you, but shit, most of my friends I know, shit, females too. It's just like when they get their hair done, they feel 10, bro. What you mean?
I feel good about myself. I just still feel like Jeremy.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, though, bro.
I'm sorry. Maybe, hey.
It does feel good. It does feel good.
I feel great. I feel fantastic.
A new person is a little extreme.
I feel great, bro. It's like it's like taking a shower.
Kidding.
It's like taking a shower, dog.
What else you got, dog?
Like a new you. Last, man. Well, not really necessarily last, but dating apps versus corded phones. I bring this. What I mean by that is, you remember back in the days, I don't know if you did, but back in days there was times where there was corded phones. Talking on the phone, your privacy was based on however far that wire was, and depending on how many people were actually in the home too, that was your privacy if you had a cellular phone at that time, or even a cordless phone, if that was a thing for you in the house. So do you think that plays a factor now that we have social media dating apps, for example? Like, do you think that changes how it is that we approach dating?
I mean, for sure, it changes the dynamic.
You don't gotta speak for everyone, but for example, you.
I mean, I never had the opportunity. I had the minutes on my phone. I was in the era of minutes, so you were limited on that. But I had a house phone, but
that's the era where you call like after hours at a certain time, right? Weekends, yeah.
I had a house phone, but it was cordless, and it was when it was phasing out. Like, we were going wireless by that time already. So I can't speak for the people. Like, I would say it would be like the 90s per se, where they had
even if you had the cordless phone, you still had, if anyone else picked up the line on another line.
That's why by that time I had a cell phone. I had like.
He said I was already ahead of the game. Ain't nobody listening to my conversation.
Yeah. But it was restricted by minutes, or you could talk like after 8 or 9 p.m. or on weekends, things like that. Like that was like.
Restrictions he had was government restrictions. Y'all hear?
Yeah. But it changes the dynamic as to how easier access we have and options we have. Because right, like back in the day, it like you started a conversation with someone on one of those wired phones, and that was the rest of your day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were just on the phone jonesing with that person all day. Now you got the opportunity with social media dating apps to test the water 7, 8, 10 times a day in conversation. It becomes like cold calling now. Like, you could literally like just throw spaghetti at the wall on these girls at the dating app and just see which one of them stick. Yeah. So that by changing anything, it allows for you to have the opportunity to have more conversation with people. But I think it's just communication. I mean, it changed a little bit of the communication aspect of it for sure.
Like before or now?
Now, yeah, it's more accessible and stuff for sure. But it didn't like romanticize it or like change the dynamic of the conversation that people were having.
Before. If I had a way to shut down all these apps like that, bro, I'd press a button in a heartbeat. Crazy.
It's called power cycling your phone. If you
I'm talking about for everybody.
Oh, okay.
Like, now you're forced to have to talk to someone on the phone or call somebody.
Oh, okay.
I'm turning everything off. Oh yeah, what you mean?
I get it.
Yeah, I don't want you to have the easy accessibility. I want you to do the good old fashioned, yo, who is that? I mean, how did I get? Oh, hey, I got your number from, hey, how are you? My name's, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, we've strayed from that. I mean, now if somebody writes to you and you just like the comment instead of even replying to it.
Yeah, depending on whatever day you reply, some people might reply same day, if that, possibly. Or next day, 24 hours, I get back to you in 5 to 7 business days kind of deal.
Are you a same day replier to everybody, or are you occasionally a next day future replier?
If I'm actively already messaging you, then that means I'm most likely already by the phone. So I'm probably gonna reply.
Well, you're always by the phone. I know that. I know you.
I'm a person that knows that my phone's possibly gonna be ringing, so I make sure I'm available by the phone.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I respond pretty quickly, honestly, because I'm actively, engaging in conversation, and I treat it as if like you're right there in conversation. Like imagine if I was in conversation with you in person, and you asked me a question, and I'm just sitting there, and then I ain't answered the question for what?
3 days.
No, like 5-7 minutes until after you ask a question while I'm there in person with you. That'd be like
That's a little different. That's a little awkward.
it's but that's the idea. That's the psychology that I have behind it. Is like if you're on the phone now and you're texting me, then that means you're on the phone and you're available to text and have that conversation.
Okay.
Now it's different if you like send a text and like, hey, you got a minute, or hey, real quick, just remind you of this. Like if you just send in a message to more so a reminder or a direction somewhere. But if you're on a dedicated dating app, it's, what I'm saying, it's meant to have conversations on. And ideally, if you're talking to someone in a dating app, you want to keep the conversation kind of going. So it is kind of weird if, I'm like, hey, if I'm like, oh, hey, good morning, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing well. Hey, what do you have planned for the day?
And there's no response.
And there's no response. It's like, damn. You just responded.
Okay.
What? Like
I see
now I get it. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Weekend maybe you were busy. It's now you got an errand you're running. Maybe you have kids. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta take care of them first in the beginning before you do kind of start the day. Cool, that makes sense. But 30 minutes go by, an hour, and then the whole day go by. It's like, damn. Not at one point in the day. All right, cool. Then all right, 24 hours. I'll see. Maybe same time next day. You never know. Nothing.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Okay, I'm all right. This is gonna sound horrible, based on because I guess you're on your phone and you respond. I'm more of like don't pressure me to respond back because I probably would be less likely to respond. I think there's a strategy for you to reach out to me.
That's fair.
And if you could figure
especially
out
if you're in the schedule.
if you could figure out that strategy, then you would. It's like a key. It's like or like a lock, right? Like if you can figure out the code properly and do it right, then you can have access to me. But I've had people that call me like 3-4 times, and I'm gonna look at the camera right now.
Well, I'm talking just strictly off a dating app.
Well, dating app is one thing, but just like trying to reach me. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, the phone always. It's never too far, right? It's always right here. Sometimes I'm busy, and you know what that means is that when you call my phone once, I see it. When you call it twice, I also see it. There is no need for you to continue to call the phone 3, 4, 5 times. Okay? I saw the first call. So let's cut it there, guys. All right? I'll call you back when I get a chance. But no, in dating apps, you said it. It's practical, bro. That's the reason why you're on a dating app.
Damn, it's not ringing.
Exactly. Exactly. So don't call again, please. Exactly. Thank you for giving us a live example of how life's supposed to work. Jesus.
Oh man. But yeah, man, that's how I feel about when it comes to like communication wise. I mean, you're using a dating app, you're on there to obviously date.
I get it.
It's like going to a club. I mean, don't we go to the club to get together, you dance, have fun, enjoy the music? Why are we going there just to stand against the wall and just gather in groups? Like, what are we, like animals in the wild type shit? Like, it don't make sense to me. And
I still haven't figured out the reasons for the nightclubs, honestly, so I can't even tell you.
Well, essentially, a nightclub was, before back in the day, people used to gather at these jazz clubs and just sit there and listen to music.
Jazz players.
You know what I'm saying? Jazz players, and listen to music.
That makes sense.
People would sit.
I'm gonna go watch my favorite jazz team.
So that's what kind of where it really stemmed from, is really concerts, essentially.
Now I gotta go listen to it off of a speaker blowing it at like 9,000 amps.
Now you don't got that live person in there anymore, so now that you have leave room for a dance floor, people are supposed to dance.
You got a fake DJ with a preset playlist.
But now what we've come to is now clubs have turned into more so a gathering. It's like a mall without the stores, just with louder music.
The bottles are the stores.
Yeah.
The bottles are
those are the vendors right there. Because they do that they do have vendors in time. So it's
I kind of like it's I in my opinion.
So that's what I say before is what I rather.
I don't hear nightclubs as much as I used to.
I don't even
think
know
it's
if
fading away.
Is nightclubs even popping? Yeah.
I think it's fading away, and I'm happy for it. I think people should transition into restaurants. Transition into restaurants.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
If you want to have a nice time.
Having a nice exclusive day. Go do day parties.
Yeah. Spend
Or
time with
brunches.
your mom. Nightclubs. Ain't seen your mom in 3 months. You know, we're at nightclubs. That's how.
And maybe mom is having a rough time. I'm not trying to deal with my mom.
And your brother as well, and your other siblings and your other
I don't talk
family
to my
members.
brother for a reason. You never know.
Maybe you're the problem at that point. You see what I'm saying? You see how like
That's what everyone keeps telling me. Only kidding. Shout out to my brothers. Love you guys. Oh, my brother recently had a birthday not too long ago. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out, which brother?
Noki, baby
Noki.
brother, bro.
Happy birthday, Noki, bro.
So
Happy
shout
birthday.
out to him. Boy getting older, man.
I don't think he's a baby anymore, so you cut that
I
one
don't
out.
care. It's just like a parent always says something with their child. I mean, he's always gonna be baby brother. It don't matter if you in your 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm sure you're gonna think differently about it, but that's fine. I don't care.
So he gets taller and bigger than you.
He's already taller. It don't matter. That ship sailed a long time ago.
So until he gets-
Player, what you mean?
So he gets bigger than you.
Shoot, it's alright. It's cool. And even if you're bigger than me, I'm still gonna be like, baby bro.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried that with my little brother the other day.
Yeah, not to get into specifics of it, but
He put me in a. I know. I'll tell you. He put me in a headlock, man. Put his weight on me.
I'm not talking about a physical thing. We talking about actual time.
And there was no punches thrown. It was a quick headlock. Went and put his pressure on me.
There's a difference, though. I mean, first of all, isn't your brother in the military?
No, he is an engineer in the Navy. He has no physical.
Navy is the military.
I have better hands than-
It is a branch of the military.
No, he didn't go through training.
No training at all. I thought they all had to go
No.
through basic training. No matter what.
No, he's in an office.
I get that, but don't they all have to go through
He
basic
will
training?
never go to war.
I get that, but don't they all have to go through basic training no matter what?
Computer for him.
I always assumed that if you enlisted into the Army, the Navy, the Marines, like any of them, I thought no matter what you were doing, I thought you had to enlist in a basic type of training first, and then you can go on to do like a degree. I didn't know. I thought that's how it went. Shit, my bad, y'all.
Yeah,
See?
my boy Khalil would have had a whole pension plan.
My bad.
That he would have joined the Navy as a
Damn.
drone flyer or something from an office.
Yeah, bro, I ain't trying to do no running, bro. That's why I play football, bro. Short sprints. What you mean? Everybody was like, yo, Khalil, why don't you do track during football? For what? What you mean? Y'all run in the sun on this hot ass concrete.
Oh, here, yeah. I was gonna say in New York.
Are you insane?
In New York, it's one of the craziest things. They run in the winter time.
Yeah,
That's their training session.
I'm not
in
even-
shorts.
I'm not even doing that. I'll be honest with you.
It's like climbing Mount Everest, bro.
And it's so funny because now I'm older now, so now I do enjoy going on like a jog or a nice little run. Not all the time, but I do enjoy when I do it. But back then, hell no, I'm not doing no just running.
You in one of those running clubs?
Nah, I thought about it though. They look interesting, bro.
Those running clubs is funny, man.
They look
No, they're funny.
plenty, look nice. I like what I see.
Well, I mean that you have a different intention on it. What I'm saying
I'm
is,
going out there to run. What you
yeah,
mean?
of course, yeah, exactly. You're part of the problem too. There, these running clubs are funny because of their hitting intentions. I love to see it though. I love to see people
Get
trying to get
coffee?
fit. Yeah. Coffee is a problem, of course.
Come on, man.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
running club, bro. We all
You guys in the running
We
club?
all staying in shape together.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Fitness together.
What does it remind?
You know what he say? Birds together, flock together, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro.
It reminded me when the Zumba.
Some shit like that.
It reminded me when the Zumba classes first started, and people it was popular, right? And like males would go and be
I
like,
ain't doing go yoga now.
Yeah.
Just going out there. I ain't got to get no equipment. All I'd have to do is get some new sneakers. That's it. That's it.
and
But,
headset.
headset.
Man, you need a nice headset.
Headset for what?
Why you running?
I don't need no headset and be distracted. Just
Yeah,
focus on what I need to be looking at, and that's the road ahead.
Because you want to talk to people while you're running.
While I run, you crazy. You gonna burn more energy talking while running.
That's why they speed walk most of the time. And people.
That's why they speed walking. I ain't gonna be speed walking. I'm about to be out there on my Usain Bolt.
Nah, shout out to the running groups, man. Staying healthy, getting your blood pressure going. Hopefully that's your intention behind it, guys.
Yeah, as I said.
So,
As I said.
but we got off topic there, bro. What else we got?
My fault. So yeah, dating apps. Anyways, that was the set and final on that. Yo, I seen something recently, and I'm a little curious about it. Texas residents, they changing some laws now over there in Texas. Apparently, when it comes to like gummies or just marijuana in general, like it's a heavier penalty, not just penalty, but heavier fine,
sentence,
consequence. Essentially, if you went in there and you got caught with one gummy, you're getting at least 10 days, essentially.
You deserve it. One gummy?
For one gummy, bro? 10 days? Why? What you mean?
Bro, throw the book at him. One gummy.
Yeah.
You had one gummy wrapped in a napkin.
Yeah.
Or in a Ziploc bag, wherever you had it.
Yeah, bro, I was leaving my...
And when you got pulled over, you did not eat the one gummy?
I just had like 10 of them things.
Bro, listen, bro. Put double cuffs on him. Put the ankle locks on him. He's gone for 180 days.
The box said have 10. I don't want to have 11.
You went to jail for one gummy. Bro, that, I get it. The laws in Texas are ridiculous. But if you go to jail for a gummy or you go to jail for a joint, you deserve that. You deserved it. Because prior to you bringing that gummy or having that gummy, you should have thought about this and how if in the case you get pulled over, you're one fucking swallowing the joint, pause, and you're fucking eating the gummy.
Yeah, that's a good. Fair point. I see what you're saying.
So you deserve. He deserved that. Or well, whatever. They deserve.
Not saying this has happened to anyone really, but that's essentially the role. That's essentially the role is gonna be is like if you got them, make sure you eat them essentially because it don't make sense doing a crime for one small gummy for 10 days. The point we make with that is that if you in Texas, don't be there for nothing else besides just guns and food because it just don't make no sense. You're going to pay more being there than taking the flight going there or driving for that matter.
You know, I always thought Texas was a little too liberal and they surprised me with this one.
Yeah, that one was a little...
like they were like the gun strapped to your chest. That's okay.
Yeah.
Rocket launchers are okay.
You down to going on...
Grenades are okay.
You want to do the horse on the highway? We good.
You're good.
Speed chase. We do horse speed chases all day. You good.
Self-defense laws are so lax that it's like if somebody yells at you, you could kill them.
Yo, he stared at me funny. I thought he was about to do something, so had to pop him.
But now it's like you get a gummy and they're like,
SWAT team!
Hazard suit, bring out the, like it's a bomb.
It's crazy.
Like it's a bomb. That's sad.
Yeah, man. Texas.
I wonder what that is. I think it has to be a political thing, and I'm sure that they did that so that they can...
It's a chess move, man. Everything is a chess move.
They can force something else to happen.
Exactly. It's a chess move. All they did was they had to move something so that way they can get pushed somewhere else, most likely. Yeah. So now that they're going to enforce this, I'm sure they're going to pass some other law, which... Hey man,
you don't got enough fucking jail cells to keep all the weed smokers in, bro.
At some point in time, we gotta realize that there's way more weed smoke. There's way more other problems out there than to be stopping.
I think at this point there might be more weed smokers than cigarette smokers.
People still smoke cigarettes?
That's what I'm saying.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the shit don't make sense, man. It's wild, and I just think. We need to wake up and realize what's going on. But anyways, I don't make the laws, y'all don't make the laws, but we do actually vote for these laws. So pay attention if you ain't voting.
People don't be voting, man. That's the whole problem too.
So, the voting's rigged too anyway, so it don't really matter. Everything's rigged, guys. We in the Matrix for crying out loud. Wake up, pull the plug out. We done. It's a wrap. All right. With that being said, thank you, everybody. We appreciate you here always. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and if you ain't got no friend, make a friend and tell them.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Court and culture, how may I help you? How did they get another superstar? We're not allowed to discuss that. Next caller.
Court and culture, because somebody has to answer.